Welcome to the AFR Saints channel, where we provide you daily content on your favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to leave your comments below and smash that like button. Who dat? Sunday, the New Orleans Saints are going to play a game. They're going to play their first preseason game. They're going to play the Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers already played last week. They played in the Hall of Fame game. Played quite well, as a matter of fact. I'm really excited for this. Self-admitted preseason junkie. I was watching games last night because I do find it interesting to go through the preseason to find out who's going to win those final roster spots. You know, spot 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. And this is one of those years that honestly is even more, I think, impactful than probably any of the last 15, because the Saints for the last decade and a half really have been contenders, and they've been veteran teams. This is one where you drafted 9 players. You have a new head coach, a new system all the way around. Your Tyrann Mathieu retired. You're on the back end of some of your veterans, right? So you're looking at a team and a roster that is getting younger, and you're trying to establish guys that you think can be foundational players for you for the next half-decade, building what could be maybe your next run. And I think this is a huge part of it. And you can think you can glean things from practice, but when you go out and play a game and you're competitive is when you're actually going to learn what you need to learn about this team. And I think it's massive also for several former draft picks that have a lot on the line in this preseason. Most notable among them, I think, at the top is Isaiah Foskey. I mean, this guy was a second-round pick. He has done virtually nothing in his 2 years in the NFL so far. And this is very likely one of those guys that if he doesn't make an impact over the next 3 weeks, he's probably going to find himself cut. And it would be devastating to have a guy that you invested so much draft capital in amount to nothing. But, you know, he has in 2 seasons played in 27 games with a total of 26 tackles. He's got a half a sack. I mean, this is a guy that you thought would be an athletic guy coming off the edge, and he's been nothing more than a healthy scratch, a special teams player, and a rotational piece in certain packages on the end, and he hasn't been able to affect the quarterback in any way. So Foskey is one guy that I'm most certainly interested in watching in this preseason game and really over the next 3 weeks, because it's also interesting with the new rules where the roster cut down goes from 90 to 53 after the final preseason game. It used to be that you would incrementally cut down the roster throughout the preseason. Now it's you keep 90 until the final, and boom, then you're cutting 40 guys.
Why they do that?
That's just what they did in the CBA. I don't know. Whatever. They can do it however they want. I don't really care. But that's one I want to watch. Obviously, everyone's going to say the quarterbacks. Do you do you care or have a thought on either of those guys, on Tyler Shuck or Spencer Rattler? I mean Jake Hayner's still there, but this is a 2-man race.
I mean, I'd love to see Shuck win the job, but it looks like Rattler's going to be the guy. I mean, I just think even if I don't think the team's going to be great, and I don't subscribe to the don't put the rookie in a bad situation because you're going to ruin him theory.
So you say play him if he's the guy?
Yeah. I mean, if he's the guy, play him, get the experience. You know, but I think Rattler's actually, you know, from what I've been seeing, playing pretty decent. So, you know, that piece to me is really the only interesting piece. The guys, I just have a hard time watching preseason because, like, the guys you're talking about, those last roster spots guys, like, they're not even going to play.
And most don't care.
Yeah.
Well, no, those are, you mean in the regular season? Yeah. But they do. See, that's why I think, like, if you were, I say this all the time, if you were on an active roster on game day, you are active on game day, you are going to play. You are going to play. And it may be that you are, like, all those guys that are backups are special teamers, so they're in every special team unit. So even, like, the backup quarterback is usually the holder. Mm-hmm. So, like, everybody is going to play.
Now, you're going to do something. You're not just going to sit on the bench and rock.
Correct. So if you're active on game day, you're going to help your team on that game day. Because it's not like college, we got 85 scholarship guys and then walk-ons as well. So then maybe like your freshmen are playing special teams. No, like everybody's playing. And then you have game situations where somebody gets hurt. Well, it's in the NFL, it is next man up. Like, if a cornerback gets hurt, you have to have a versatile defensive back that can play corner or safety and go out there and be ready to roll in if your guy gets hurt in a game. And like, it can't be a dramatic drop-off. Like, they have to be ready to play. So I do find that interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, that's...
Oh, that is.
You know, it's just so critically important because the owners are cheap. They don't want to pay more players, so they pare down rosters, and so every roster spot has a maximized value because they all have to contribute. Aside from quarterback, and I just mentioned edge, there are two positions, one on either side of the ball. One is cornerback. We've talked about it a bunch because you've lost your top two corners from a year ago when you started the season. You traded Lattimore, and Paulson Adebo signed as a free agent with the Giants. Is Kool-Aid McKinstry ready to be a number one? That's a guy you drafted a year ago with a high second-round pick. And then who's the other corner this year? Like, that's going to be like I could guess, but is it Alontae Taylor? You re-sign Isaac Gadam, but is he anything more than just like a rotational piece, a depth guy? Could one of the draft picks end up maybe winning one of those roster spots? In the defensive backfield, like Quincy Riley is a guy they took out of Louisville that they like a lot. Like, is he ready to be a starter? I think that's fascinating. Then at running back, I mean, you've got numbers there, but I'm really interested to see really Clyde and Cam Akers among those veterans. I think obviously Alvin Kamara is going to make the team, and I would be stunned if Kendre Miller didn't. Again, he's a third-round pick, a guy you have a lot invested in. If he's healthy, I think he makes the team. But after that, who else do you keep? Do you keep Clyde? Do you keep Cam Akers? Is it Devin Neal, who's injured right now, so he misses those reps, being out with a hamstring injury for a couple of weeks? Those are the types of things I'm looking for because usually performance in a preseason game can be a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
If a coach feels like or a staff feels like they got a couple of guys they're choosing, between or among, and someone pops in the preseason game and game action, they probably win that tiebreaker. So those are the ones that I'm looking for.
Yeah. I hope Clyde does well. I mean, I like the running back thought. Look, I'm not the biggest Saints fan, but love to see him do well.
Yeah. I'm a big Saints fan.
You were the biggest Saints fan.
It's funny, though, because if you go look at my comments on Instagram, people think I hate the Saints.
You love the Saints.
I know.
The Man of God headband every Sunday.
I know.
Yep.
I'm honest, man. I'm honest. I say it all the time. Like, if I think they're going to stink, I'll tell you. If I think they're going to be good, I'll tell you. It doesn't mean like when I watch the game, I get any less angst when I watch them. When I was 15 or 10, still love them. I just got to be here and be honest with you. And I just think they're going to stink this year. But I'm excited about it. Not excited about them stinking.
Oh.
I'm excited about a new era. Like, they've been forced into this rebuild, but the rebuild is here. So it's exciting. Like, I don't have to go into the weekend feeling a lot of anxiety about whether they're going to win or lose because I know they're going to stink.
What about the dumpster fire for Nussmeier thing? Is that
a
thing?
It could happen. I mean, they bottom out this year, win 2 or 3 games. They could have the first pick and could very well draft Nuss. I think it's a very real thing. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.